And episode 1 of the Luke and Lewis show. Haven't picked an intro theme yet, but here's an option.
Nope.
You don't like that?
Try a new one next week.
Are you not even going to let them hear the
What
rest?
instrument was that?
That's an organ and drums. And then later, another instrument comes in. I think this is groovy, man. Welcome to episode 1 of the Luke and Lewis show. Actually, I'm not sure if there are any other instruments. Here it comes.
This is our big return
Yeah. Which is why
to like the world of podcasting and entertainment and really just like
coming back. Luke and Lewis are back.
comedy.
Better than ever.
And-
brand new studio. Brand new theme song.
We put thousands, literally thousands of dollars of
Yeah.
our own money
Yeah.
into this is so expensive.
This is, what is that, $600?
This was $680.
So expensive.
And you've got an organ. You're like, yeah, don't worry, I've got the intro music sorted.
Not just an organ, also drums. Hear that? Organ and drums. And if you just wait a little moment, a third instrument will
These
come in.
curtains, I reckon
Yeah.
all up cost about $200.
And here comes the third one. Some more drums. A little bit boomy. You know what? I shouldn't have spent $1,000 on that song.
Welcome back to Luke and Lewis, everyone.
Yes, we're back.
And you would think it got better. It didn't. I actually thought, I was like, man, we're going to be stepping it up a notch this time. New studio. You know, we're just doing it ourselves and it's going to be next level. And you come in with this. You know what?
I like that.
I want to go back to radio.
Hey, man. Hey.
They would never let us play that shit. The problem is, like, we always used to like, man, it'd be great if we could have full control. And now as soon as we have full control, I hate it.
Huge
Let's go
mistakes.
back.
We get creative freedom, and with that comes a lot of shit. But we are back. We're happy to be back. We are releasing a new episode every single Tuesday and Thursday across iTunes. We're finally on Spotify because the radio didn't want us on there because apparently Spotify is the future.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a fact.
And they also didn't want this.
Actually, I think Spotify might kick us off for that.
Yeah.
But,
They're like no organ.
Yeah, so we're back. We're here. We've got a nice little box where we can
So
play
yeah,
our
if
own
you're
sound
listening
effects.
at home, if you're watching the YouTube video, you've already seen the brand new studio. We have it's orange curtains behind us. This is for the people listening.
I mean,
I'm
we
not describing it to the people watching. Use your pupils.
No, sometimes blind people have YouTube accounts. That's why there's the subtitles and the closed captions. So if anyone wants to close caption this
What are you
entire...
talking about? If they're blind, they still can't read. They don't have. They don't have. Subtitles aren't braille.
Fuck. That might be the dumbest shit I've ever said in my fucking
Who
life.
are you, me? Like,
Oh, man. I'm embarrassed. Can we start again? Welcome to episode 1 of Luke and Lewis, the dumbest podcast on planet Earth.
But yeah, so we've got orange curtains behind us. We've got a very expensive sign. I think it's made of Perspex. I don't even know what that is.
Obviously expensive material.
Yeah.
Why don't we just do plastic?
We have. We would like to introduce a new character to our show.
A lot of people might be going, "Oh, where's Radio Mike?"
Yes.
Well,
Oh, we've been
we
getting asked
obviously
that a lot.
we wanted Radio Mike as part of the show, but the problem is he makes so many mistakes. His head's hard to fit in the warehouse.
He was a liability.
He was a big liability. So what we've done is we've replaced him with a machine. I'd like to introduce to you Radio Mike 2.0. Oh, I thought that was going to be applause. No, I think
No.
Radio Mike 2.0. Welcome to the show. We don't know how to use him yet.
No,
but to be honest,
you know what? People won't even know the difference. There's already been 3 mistakes. And
it's exactly the same. So we've automated Radio Mike.
Yeah.
He may come into the show at some point
also,
later.
for those who may be new to our show in general, Radio Mike was our old panel operator on our old radio show.
Yeah.
But some people might be coming in fresh, just never listened to Luke and Lewis before. And I mean, you're probably gone by now. That was your first impression with this, so you're probably not still here.
But we are back. We're happy to be here. We're going to be here twice a week, and we'd love for you guys to be a part of it. Now,
Every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
New episodes every week. And also, in between us, we have a fireplace.
Yeah.
Now, I want to, in winter, because it has a little, like, it has flames on it.
So this was given to me by Jasmine, my girlfriend, and this is a heater, but it's also it's obviously not a real fire. So there's 3 different components to it. There's like heat, there's double heat, and then the third one is just the fire. And she keeps assuring both of us that the fire is not hot, it's just a light.
It's just light. It's like an LED panel at the back, so it's fake fire. So,
Yeah.
but we're so worried. We've got a very expensive. We don't want to fry Radio Mike 2.0 because he came at quite some cost.
Yes.
Worth a lot more than real Radio Mike, actually. So we didn't want to turn the heater on and torch the
and our
fireplace.
curtains behind it. So one of these switches is heat.
That would be the light. Hang on, you keep your hand on that for about 5 minutes and see if it's heating up.
Okay.
Yeah, you just
I'll
lean
keep my
forward
hand in
awkwardly,
here.
otherwise we'll fry.
All right. I don't think it's heat. I mean, it looks like it's heat.
So I think we need to make a rule for all the winter episodes of the podcast.
Yeah.
We chuck on the fake heater. You know,
Yeah.
so it gives like a warm,
gives the
wintry
illusion
feel.
of
It gives
heat.
the illusion of warmth, and I think that brings a winter energy to the show.
Yeah.
And then in summer, no fireplace. Like we still have it there, but it's just not on.
Or we get a snow place, and we have an LED projection of snow just to give the illusion of
I was
cool.
just going to suggest an aircon, but yeah. That would be good.
We could do that too. I don't think this is. I'm going to.
Yeah, I think that's the word.
I think
nailed
that's
it.
good. Okay.
So all the winter episodes. So you know, for the next few weeks, we'll be obviously using the heater, but
Yeah.
then we'll go off for the summer. But the first day of next winter, that's going to be an exciting episode.
That's gonna be
when we
toasty.
turn on the heater again. And
Shit's
you guys
gonna
will
get hot.
remember this conversation we had where we probably won't reference it between now and then.
Highly likely that we'll just forget.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Someone remind us when
Yeah.
someone said, okay,
Set
right
a Google
now,
calendar.
because we won't. Someone listening, set a Google calendar the day before winter starts.
Yeah.
So May 31st or
I would
30th,
have no
whatever the
idea.
last day of May is. Isn't that supposed to be Keelan's job?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
Keelan.
is Keelan like looking up shit?
Yeah, I'm writing it down now.
Oh, you're writing it down.
Oh, he's writing it down.
I was about
He's
to say
onto
do
it.
your job, and he is. I thought you
So
were texting.
Keelan, we've caught him in the rare moment of him actually doing some work.
Yeah, that's the thing. I literally assumed that you weren't doing anything. Now, if you're new to the show as well, Keelan was around for I would say the second half of our radio show as
Yeah.
our video editor.
Really, I'm not sure if it's such a coincidence that Keelan joined the show and then we no longer had a show.
Yeah.
Maybe he could be the downfall of radio.
It was probably the content.
It was probably us being like, man, we really want to play this song.
Yeah. No, I did not want to play that song. Can
Well-
we have a new intro song next week?
Okay, and on Thursday.
What about I'll bring in one on Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do 2 a week now.
Yeah.
See, a lot of new habits. We're just getting started.
That's
guys,
what I mean.
all right?
That was the biggest frustration with radio is that we'd be coming
Yeah.
back once a week, or sometimes we would have breaks for months, and we just wanted to talk and continue ideas. So that's why we're doing this.
And also, like, we couldn't, by now we would have probably already had to stop for like 3 traffic reports, 2 songs,
Yeah.
and then like an interruption from, I don't know, someone.
Something,
You know?
And, Radio Mike was like, "Oh, the mics weren't on for
Yeah.
40 minutes."
Imagine,
just had to
are the
get out of
mics
there.
on now?
Yes, yeah, they are. I think so. I don't know. Radio Mike 2.0.
You know what? I just don't have trust in Radio Mike 2 because oh my God, Keelan's dropping things
You're
everywhere.
dropping things already.
Sorry.
Like, can you focus, mate? What are you doing?
What did you drop? Were you flicking a pen?
What are you writing down? You don't have any paper on your desk? What are you writing
Yeah.
down, mate? Nothing. Just playing with a pen, slacking off as usual.
Yeah.
Bloody camera Keelan doesn't do any work.
Is that what we're calling him?
I think
Camera
so.
Keelan.
Camera Keelan. He's in
Yeah.
charge of the cameras.
But it's camera with a K.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Kodak Keelan. Because he's now defunct.
Kodak Keelan's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're like, we probably would have done your job maybe 20 years ago. you know? And you're only really good for holiday snaps. Yeah.
Now,
I never so like I never know like if you want to cry or if you're having fun.
Just don't know what to say.
as this is episode 1 of the podcast, Luke, I think we should get into some goals
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
Luke
yeah.
and Lewis show.
So we did want to obviously start off fresh start. This is episode 1 of the Luke and Lewis
New
show.
studio, new me.
Exactly. And therefore, new goals.
Yeah.
And we wanted to set a few goals early on to keep on track. Otherwise, we might lose sight of where this show's going and stuff.
And that's where you guys come in,
Yeah.
is you have to direct us towards these goals that we set. And we may add goals throughout each episode as we go along, but this is kind of the spine of our future plans for Luke and Lewis. We got
Should
some
I write
short-term-
Luke and Lewis goals? I've got a whiteboard here. Should I write Luke and Lewis goals or just goals?
But just streamline it. L and L goals.
Good.
Yeah, that's really efficient. And just make it look nice so everyone can see. Now, if there are any blind viewers watching,
Just
Luke's
read the
actually-
subtitles.
Luke's got a whiteboard, and
Yeah.
we're gonna fill it with some goals.
First goal, make whiteboard for goals.
Make a whiteboard for goals. Oh, do you want to? Oh, we've done that.
Oh,
Wanna give
no.
that a tick.
We didn't make a whiteboard. We bought one.
Oh.
Should we make one?
Okay, well, make that
All
a
right.
goal to make one. Do a separate goal for.
I'll just write buy. We're not
It's a
making one.
whiteboard. You can just write
Buy
stuff out.
whiteboard for goals.
Okay. Give
Tick.
that-
Got it.
We've done our first goal
done
already.
one goal of the show.
We've done it. Congratulations, guys. We
Yeah.
did it.
Second goal. Now that's a short-term goal.
Yeah.
Do you want to set a couple? I have a long-term goal.
Okay.
I have two.
I've got
many do
one.
you have?
I got one short term and I got one long term.
I've got two long-term. One could be short-term if we act on it now,
Okay.
but probably long-term.
Okay. Well, I'm ready.
Would you like me to go first?
Yeah. You tell me your long term.
Okay,
Oh,
this is
maybe
my
I should
first
do my
one.
short term.
Yeah,
first.
do your short-term one
Okay,
first.
short term first. Right. So, as you know, we've got a brand new set. Spent a lot of money on a sign, Radio Mic 2.0, automated him. Hopefully, going to replace Keelan at some point.
Yep. Keelan 2.0, just one that doesn't flick a texter around when we're doing the show.
But the only problem with this set, Luke, you're dropping pens too.
Instead of Keelan.
Bloody hell, we've got to keep pens out of this
Bloody
set.
call me Kodak Luke.
Right. So, what we need to do is we've got a new set. The only problem with our set, Luke, is the curtains have not been ironed. They're so wrinkly because we got
yeah.
them out of a packet. We hung them up. We've been playing this for
bothered
like 4 months.
My girlfriend, I showed her the picture of the new studio.
Yeah.
I was like, how good's the sign? It looks great. She goes, the curtains are wrinkly.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thanks.
I feel like every female viewer we have is just shitty at
Yeah.
our curtains. So, because we've hung them up for 4 months, our logic was if we hang them up for long enough, eventually they'll go straight. I mean, that's how they get wrinkly, right? Because they were folded.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that, apparently.
So do we have to bring in an iron? Because
No.
you need an ironing board. You have to put an ironing board behind it
No, that's the thing. See, I tried to iron my green screen. I just burned a big hole in it. So
with an actual iron.
yeah, an
like
iron,
it was a shirt.
Iron's out. Can't
Yeah.
use an iron. What we need is a steamer. You need to get a steamer that you can run along the thing.
So
Right.
what am I writing? Buy steamer?
Well, that's the thing.
we don't want to buy one because it's only a one-time use.
That's the thing. Do we want to buy a steamer
Was
or
there
do
any-
we want to rent a steamer?
Is there anything else around here that needs to be steamed? Like, will we ever use it again?
I don't. That's what I think.
Keelan's
I don't-
jacket's pretty wrinkly. We could steam that
Yeah,
once
but it's
a
a
week.
puffer jacket. I
Yeah.
feel like they're meant to be a little bit wrinkly, and also
that's part
he
of the
could
look.
iron them if he really wanted to.
Yeah, I don't think you could iron that. It's more of a steam job.
You couldn't iron this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then, so Keelan's
Yeah,
jacket.
but I don't give a shit if it. You're right. That doesn't matter.
He's
to
not
me.
really
Yeah.
like his jacket isn't an integral part of the Luke and Lewis show. You know what I
No.
mean? He could come in without it, and the show would still work. I think.
I don't know. What
mean, he's
about if
wearing
he
it
comes
now.
into frame once accidentally, and then someone
goes,
complains?
"Oh, look at your
like,
wrinkly
like we
jacket."
get a negative comment going like, "Man, I was really enjoying this episode, but
Yeah.
39 minutes, I saw one of Keelan's wrinkles, and I can't
But
watch the show
I would
anymore."
say that if they were so annoyed by Keelan's wrinkles, they wouldn't even get past the curtains. So
That's true.
I feel like
Yeah.
if they're fine with wrinkly curtains, Keelan's wrinkly jacket wouldn't matter at all.
Okay.
So
Oh, so what should I write? I'll just write.
buy/rent.
I'll just say
steamer.
steam curtains.
Steam curtains.
No, unwrinkle curtains.
Unwrinkle curtains, because perhaps steaming isn't the best method. Guys,
unwrinkle
if you
a word?
have a good method for unwrinkling curtains, let us know, because hanging them up for 4 months and doing nothing didn't work, and we're out of
Oh,
ideas.
All right. And I'll put a little box next to that, which we
And that could be
need
for
to
a tick
check.
or a cross.
Yes. All right. Did you have another goal?
No, that was my short terms, and then I have one long term. So you go yours.
This could be a short-term goal if we're going to act on it now, or
Yep.
it could be a long-term goal.
Okay.
Now, we've been off for about a couple of months now, a few months off this show. You've been overseas and stuff. I've had a lot of thinking time.
Really?
Yeah.
Might be the first time in your life.
I
Done a
think
bit
so.
of thinking.
Lewis,
Yep.
I think
I hate this.
Lewis,
Yeah.
I think we should start a once a week social basketball team. It's like me, you,
Yeah.
Keelan, Radio Mike. I was thinking of hitting up Reese Maston, see if he wanted to play. Right? We
Okay.
enter an F grade because none of us play basketball.
Right.
We do a 10-week season.
Yep.
Luke and Lewis to make the F grade finals in whatever division. we get.
Objection.
Yeah.
This means that there will be footage of me playing basketball,
Now,
and that's going to be very embarrassing
but
because I can't.
I thought this would be a positive because a lot of people always ask you, hey, do you play basketball?
No.
And now you can be like, you bet, come watch our game Wednesday night, 10 p.m. at whatever local
No,
court
I
we're
don't
playing
want.
at.
Could you imagine? Right? Okay. Let's say we start our team. Okay. Imagine you're the team that we play. Okay. So you're in F grade. You're doing basketball for fun. You're not very good, but you're
Yeah.
trying to get good. Imagine
You walk in,
if
they're
you-
like, shit, we are screwed.
No, but
and
not
then I'm like,
only-
oh, don't worry, guys, can't catch.
But not only, right, they see me and they think, oh, I'm intimidated. But then a legion of podcast listeners come to watch the worst game of basketball ever.
Think of the atmosphere.
Yeah,
You
but-
know, oh, he's going to catch it. Oh, no, he shouldn't have passed it to Lewis, you know? Like, oh, you go for it. Like, you could probably dunk. Have you ever thought about that? You could probably dunk
I
in
can.
F grade. No one's ever dunked in F grade before. Yeah, Keelan?
There's a basketball court just down the road
We could train
at where I drive up. We could go there and train.
and see if Lewis can dunk.
Okay.
What about if you can dunk, then we... Okay, no,
that's the
I'm
thing.
not saying it has to be... We can do it in 2 years.
All right.
These are long-term goals. But it's just...
If you give me 2 years to learn how to dunk,
well, this is... Okay, I was...
here's my condition. I will start a basketball team if I can consistently dunk. And I'll try hard, maybe, to do that.
But wouldn't it, I just think wouldn't it be fun is like, you know, every week, like it would give us content to talk about because we give a match report
Yeah.
every single week. How do we do? Like, you know, who needs to lift? Probably you. You know, well, I'm just assuming you can't even dunk. So
Yeah,
it's
okay.
like, you know,
Fair.
when I think if I was 6'8", I could probably dunk.
Yeah, I think I've done it before.
Yeah, I think I've watched you, and I think you can definitely touch the ring. It's whether or not you can palm the ball in.
coordination to do that.
You probably struggle
pretty
holding the
hard.
ball.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to palm a basketball,
Mm.
but your hands are quite big. But the point is, I just think it would be great content
Yeah.
for our show. It would be fun, social basketball. It would be a good team bonding for,
Yeah.
for the whole experience. And, you know, what a journey it would be if we did maybe make a final one day.
Okay.
You know?
We'll
and we
start
could get,
team. We're never making a
we
final.
could maybe like, oh, that's why I said F grade. Whatever the lowest division is, I think we
Z.
should enter that. And then someone could bring oranges. It'd be like a real community kind of thing.
Okay, I like it, but only because oranges is like our theme.
That's true, yeah.
So
and it'll
that's
be on
good.
brand.
I'm in it for the oranges.
It'd be an
Put that
on-brand
on the goals.
half-times. So-
that's but it's definitely a long term.
So can I write social basketball team as a long-term goal?
yeah.
I was actually thinking you'd say no to this one.
No.
And
okay.
now I'm pretty confident about the next one because I thought this was the stupider of the two.
Okay.
Because the next one I think you'll be all on board with. So
Right.
start social basketball team.
Okay, let me tell you my
Yeah.
long-term goal. Okay, probably noticed, Luke, that I've been hitting the gym pretty regularly.
No.
I don't mean how my body's
Oh,
changed.
yeah, you
I
do
mean
upload it on Instagram.
on Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. So, been going
Most
to gym.
people usually just notice.
Yeah, well, hey, despite how little my physical appearance may have changed, I have been training pretty hard. Now, I would like you right now to ask me what my long-term fitness goal is.
That's not, it can't be a goal of the show, your fitness.
Yes, it can.
Do this on your own podcast. You have
No,
a solo
okay,
podcast. This
no,
is a solo
okay.
goal. This is all team goals.
no.
Literally, I want
No,
to start a
because
team.
this long-term goal will tie into the basketball thing because obviously I'll need to be fit. How about you ask me what my fitness goal is, and if it relates
if
to the
it's
show,
not to dunk,
we can
then
put
I'm
it
going to
on.
be I'm going to be disappointed.
Okay, you ask
Okay.
me, say, hey, Lewis, what's your long-term fitness goal?
Hey, Lewis.
Yes?
What's your long-term fitness goal?
My long-term fitness goal, Luke, is at some point in time to be twice as strong as you. And that's it. To be
How do you measure? How would you measure that?
in bench press, in deadlift and squat.
You probably already are.
I want to be able to lift exactly twice as much weight as you can and that's my long-term goal. And my diet starts now.
He's chomping into some Savoys. That's cheating. You know they're high in nutrients, protein, and
And also delicious.
yes, they are delicious. Here's the problem with that.
You're not allowed to train.
Here's the problem with that.
No.
I have been training like a lot recently.
Right.
To the point where this is an actual conversation I had with Meg, right? My girlfriend. I was like, hey, was thinking for the first episode.
You could lift half as
No.
much as...
I was like, I'll go, I'm just going to duck out for a sec just as we start recording. So Lewis will just be left waiting there.
Yeah.
I duck out, there's a door over there. And then I quickly take off my shirt. And this is actually what I was going to do, but I didn't do it because I didn't want to intimidate you. And then I was going to burst in, kick the door open, even though it goes the other way. But, fling it
Pull
open.
the door open with your leg.
Yeah, pull it open with my leg, but
Yeah.
in a cool way.
Yeah.
And then I was like, me, no top on. And you
Yeah.
two would have been like, and I was going to go, feast your eyes. And you're like, what?
Really?
Sorry, what? And I would have been like, just
Yeah.
a table for one, thanks. And you would have been like, this is not a restaurant. This is a podcast. Would have been like, sorry, it's just a table for one.
Yeah.
You're like, what do you mean? I'm like, you're at the Luke buffet. Have a feast. Dude, because I've been working out really hard.
Really?
Yeah. No, like,
Okay.
I sound like I'm joking.
Yeah.
Legitimately,
What'd you do yesterday?
I'm up to 2 sets of 65 push-ups a day.
Is that actually it?
And some light core.
That's what you did. That's hard
why-
training for
dude,
you.
And I run.
How often a week?
Every day. I said a day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I run as well. And I've started doing weights.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my long-term fitness goal is to be twice as strong as you.
Good luck, man.
Bring it on. Put that in.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
I'm also
Or maybe
gonna
I
write
should
down-
write it down because that's my
Yeah,
goal.
Lewis.
Where's the pen?
Are you
You
gonna
dropped
write-
it. Bloody done another Keelan. Oh, you've got one. See that? Didn't drop it. All right.
You writing down have a feast
No, I'm writing
of
down
Luke's
become
ripped abdomen. Is that what you're
twice
writing? You know,
as
write ripped abdomen in brackets.
strong as
Well, it's not going to happen. So
Luke. Well, that's why it's a long-term goal. Do you understand how hard it would be to be like twice as strong as another man? Like stronger, achievable, twice as strong.
well, I mean, as me as well. Like, so it's like twice as
Yeah.
strong as maybe Kodak Keelan. All right.
Yeah.
Actually, you do swimming.
Yeah.
I found this out recently. I went in
Yeah.
the back of Keelan's car and I was like, why do you have goggles in the back seat? Because the last time I saw goggles, I was 7. And I was like,
Really? I'm pretty sure the last time you saw goggles was when you were wearing it for You Don't Own Me.
no, that were kids' service station speed dealer sunnies.
Oh, right.
Yeah. With flames on the side. Do not sell them short.
Oh, that's right.
Don't make them sound lame.
They were just so small, they
they're-
look like goggles.
Yeah, they're actually kids' sunnies. And I was like to Keelan, I was like, why do you have goggles in the back of your car? And then you've just never brought that up. We've known each other for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
And you've just never said, you're like, oh, I go swimming like a few times a week.
If it's not brought up in conversation, I don't want to just bring it up.
Why? Were you embarrassed?
I don't know.
Dude, I brag about doing push-ups every day.
What am I going to say? Like, just,
That-
guys, had a
It's
great
just a
swim last
thing you
night.
like.
You burst in your Speedos, goggles, and say, feast your eyes. Dude, that's how you announce it to the team.
Yeah.
Okay, next episode.
Yeah.
Next episode, you're going to burst in wearing goggles and Speedos saying, feast your eyes.
We can have a nibble at the Keelan
All right.
buffet. Have you got you've got, I reckon you'd have a good bod, like a swimmer
No,
bod.
'cause like we were talking about before, I eat so much shit.
Oh, can we talk about the
Keelan
thing?
Cancels it
eats
out.
so much KFC.
Can we talk about the thing?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. It's
We can
time.
talk about
we,
it.
we were going to save this for a few
Okay.
episodes because we didn't want to humiliate
get it
you.
up.
Episode 1, but
Do I have it or do you have it?
Keelan, we were cleaning up in the warehouse.
We're
when
having
we
a
were
big clean.
organizing like all that,
Yeah.
new studio and stuff. So like, let's give it a clean. So we were sweeping,
Mm-hmm.
and now you eat KFC a lot, like a lot,
Love
and
KFC.
and
Honestly, just for the listeners, how often do you think you eat KFC?
Wait, is that a
I can
question?
answer it for you.
That's a
Because-
question.
Okay,
I said, how often do you eat KFC? Is that a question? Yes.
yeah, man.
Oh, 2, maybe 3 times a week.
Because this is what you
Three
said.
times a week.
3 times a week. This is what you said to me
You need a
before the
loyalty
podcast. You're
card.
like, hey, guys, I haven't eaten KFC for 2 weeks. And I was like, so? It's like, neither have I. And you're like, what did you want from us? Like a pat on the back? Like, oh, well
Oh,
done.
amazing. Amazing. I can't find it.
Yeah. Well,
It's all right. We can put the photos in when we're editing it,
what
right?
is it? What did you find?
We found a pile of KFC chicken salt.
We swept the floor. There was so much chicken salt on the ground, dude, under your desk.
Yep.
We swept. There's a picture that we have of just your chicken salt on the ground. It's
And
in
it's-
our messages like ages up.
Must be. Oh, I've got it. Okay. Found it. Right.
It's the evidence is damning.
There's a lot of leaves there, but I think you'll see there's also a lot of chicken salt in that pile.
You leave a trail of chicken salt like it's Hansel and Gretel,
Look at
but it's
that.
just Keelan editing.
And there's also a KFC wet wipe. on
That's
the
how it gave it
floor.
away, because I literally said to Lewis, I was like, is that sawdust? And then I was like, where would the sawdust be coming from? And then we found the little KFC wet wipe, and then Lewis goes, I think it's Keelan's chicken salt.
You have literally covered my warehouse in 11 secret herbs and spices. This whole place has been deep fried.
Oh, man.
Ridiculous.
What do you
While I
have to
the
say for
opportunity,
yourself?
Why
Yeah.
don't we try and get a sponsorship from KFC?
What? So you can eat it while we record. You would love that.
What's your favourite thing at KFC? Like, what do you get?
Usually get the Zinger box.
Zinger box.
Burger and the 3 Wicked Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if you're having like a wild day?
Well, recently I've just been getting the burger. I've been trying out all the different
Ooh,
burgers.
no
All the
twister?
different burgers.
Oh, I haven't had a twister yet.
You haven't had
Maybe
one?
KFC can provide us with free twisters.
Dude, no one from KFC listens to this. Like, unless there's some like 15-year-old who works there, who maybe, he works a late shift and one
Yeah.
day can bring it in after the show, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you work at KFC, hit us up.
Yeah, if you
Keelan would love a twister.
Yeah.
What do you want, mate? Just making an order.
just put in an order. Yeah, twister, that's what I get.
Yeah, I'll get just an original fillet burger, thanks, and the
Sweet.
small fries.
Yeah.
And I'll see you in a minute.
Just drive through to the next window.
Now, final long-term goal.
Okay, this is the big one. And
Yeah.
this is, I think I want to set this goal for
Before we do that, do you have any goals, Keelan?
No.
probably to just maybe use a napkin when you eat.
Well, maybe I could get up to 600 Instagram followers.
Oh, no, we're not doing that.
Clout
Okay.
Chasing episode 1. Keelan on Instagram. Only if you change your Instagram to Kodak Keelan.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
It's not worth it.
Well, then you're not getting any followers.
All right. Lewis,
Yep, final goal.
do you have any plans? Okay, what are you doing August 2021?
Oh, I've got something on.
Oh, are you busy
August
that day?
2021. Yeah. I've actually got a date with Meghan Markle.
Oh,
Yeah, and in 2020 they split up for
Oh,
about
right.
18 months.
Yeah.
And she has a quick fling with me. but
and
then
your
she
girlfriend's
goes,
cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. You didn't think about that.
No, I didn't know.
yeah.
I just said Meghan Markle and I didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about my girlfriend. But, actually in around that day, she never found out. So,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is no. Well, that's good. Tell Meghan Markle.
yeah.
It can wait.
Okay. I'll
Because
just text her. Let me just text her.
okay, you sending it now?
Hey, Siri, text Meghan.
I don't see Megan in your contact.
Oh, you don't have Megan in your phone. Busted, guys.
I haven't met her yet. I meet her next year.
Doesn't matter because you're not going to be dating her anyway. Because we've got more important things.
Okay. More important.
More important than dating Meghan Markle.
Okay. This must be important.
Lewis.
So we have to do this?
huh?
We have to
It's
do
a
this.
long-term goal, and I
Okay.
feel like if
We have to work towards it.
if we don't, we've failed our listenership.
Yeah.
We've failed ourselves,
Okay.
and we've also
so
failed.
all the other goals are kind of like side projects.
yeah, like social basketball teams.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It's small in comparison to
Yeah.
this goal, which I think should be the official goal of the show.
Okay.
Lewis,
Yeah.
2021,
Yeah.
we're going to Shrek Fest.
Is that real? Shrek Fest.
Shrek Fest. They're already
Dude.
planning 2019. I figure it's in August. We're not going to get it done. I think we might be busy or touring something next August.
Is this official?
Yeah. So
Like
okay.
by DreamWorks?
No, no.
It's just
I
people
think
who
it's
love
fan
Shrek.
made. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, we're going.
We've got.
Where is it? In the swamp?
It's in a. That's a slight issue.
Yeah.
It's in Madison, Wisconsin, in America. It's in the middle of America.
Okay, so that just flights alone, that's $3,000.
A small price to pay.
Okay.
All right, they've got a promo video.
Yeah. Are you screen
I'll
recording?
show it to you now. Can you? Are the speakers on?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. What are your thoughts so far?
I'm amazed.
Okay.
And I had no idea this existed, and I'm already sold.
How do we turn this on?
Is that not playing?
I mean,
Bloody radio mic.
Radio Mic 2.0
Where are
is
you?
failing.
I'm Shrek.
Oh, you
Where are you right
Gotta
now?
turn the speaker on, guys.
you know
Hang on,
when-
let me just test it.
You know what? Just before I was like, "Oh, is the speaker on?" And you were
Yeah.
like, "Yeah."
Hang on, let me test. Okay, it's working.
Great.
All right.
Where
So
are you?
it's a promo
I'm
vid
Shrek.
for Shrek Fest.
Where are you right now?
Oh, Shrek Fest.
Shrek Fest.
Dude, it gets better.
You know, who doesn't like Shrek?
I don't know how to feel about it. Like, part of me wants to hate it, but I know it's fun.
Is he spray paint? Is he spray paint in his face?
His face. So it's a guy covered in green, dressed as Shrek, spray painting his mouth. Dude, wait till the band starts playing.
You know, who doesn't like
the
Shrek?
most- that's like
I don't know
Mad
how to
Max
feel
and
about it.
Shrek.
Like, part of me wants to hate it, but I know it's fun.
Now wait, so there's different, so there's live music,
Live music.
There you are.
full band
Waffles
playing
and beer.
the whole Shrek soundtrack.
This is incredible.
Yeah, you play Shrek video games. There's also, I've watched the whole video. There's
Yeah.
an onion eating contest. They have waffles.
We should bring Tony Abbott.
Yes.
He'd smash that.
Dude, he would kill it. This is what I'm saying. I think, like, I would say it's an underground event now, but this was Trekfest 2018. So this
Oh,
was
so
this
it's
year.
so you reckon that's my only issue with doing it so far in the future is will that still be financially viable for the organisers?
Oh, I think it's going to be bigger. Like this is the start. What I see here
How many
is-
have they done?
I think this was the first one.
Okay.
What I see this is an emerging festival.
So and they're doing their second one now.
So they're planning. If you go on their website, Shrekfest 2019 has been booked in. Like you can
Okay.
buy tickets. So there's merch.
Luke, I like your idea, going to Shrekfest.
Yeah.
It's great. We get to go to Shrekfest.
Yep.
But I think we can do more. I think that so our long-term goal, go to Shrekfest.
Yeah.
Bonus goal, don't have to do it. Would be great.
Yeah.
Be featured acts. Perform at Shrekfest. A Shrek-related stand-up comedy.
The Shrek cast. We do the show at
We can get
Shrekfest.
Luke and Lewis.
As official, like I'm not,
Yeah,
not like
we don't
we're-
just do it there.
No, it's not like
We
we're
get
just going
invited.
there. We are like on the website as like featured acts. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you come for Shrek, Puss, Donkey, and Luke and Lewis.
And we do
doing
like a
Shrek casts.
talk on our favourite things about Shrek
Yeah.
at Shrekfest.
And we get on all the Shrek nuts and
Yeah.
all their I don't know what they call themselves. Probably like I think they had a name for the fan base.
the Shrektacular Shrekkies.
No, you can become an all-star. They call themselves all-stars.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah, so they have a Patreon which you can support, but don't. Support us instead and help us get to Shrekfest.
Yeah.
And yeah, Shrekfest.com is a thing. And you guys might think, oh, this is a big joke, Luke and Lewis. Oh,
We're going.
2000. This is why I didn't say 2020. I assume next year. I think we can't say, but I assume we might be touring. I think there might be something happening in August or whatever. We don't know where we're going to be, so we can't promise
plan for it.
2020 because that's all being booked in.
2021.
But 2021 is open. My calendar's free. You just need to cancel your date with Megan.
Oh, yeah, I'll cancel it.
Invite her.
Yeah, maybe I can introduce her to Lord Farquaad.
Yeah,
She loves royalty.
yeah. Pick number 3, my lord. Pick number 3. You know. Because the princess.
Yeah.
It's just a Shrek reference, guys. And you guys would know that if you come into Shrek Fest. But,
And yeah, you know
and
what?
I would say it's an open
You guys
invite.
can come.
It's an open invite.
Start saving up.
Start saving up.
Honestly, I think it would probably cost about $5,000.
So-
So you got to fly there and back and accommodation.
I think in a couple of weeks we should maybe it's in partnership with the Great Dane Pub. There's a pub nearby that is a sponsor of Shrekfest. Maybe call the pub. Maybe that's
Yeah.
where we could do the Shrek cast at.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we'll do that.
And yeah, it's the annual celebration of love and life.
Isn't that just Valentine's Day?
No, it's Shrekfest. Read the website. You're not paying attention, man. Oh man. There's a hello. Oh, there's merch, dude.
There's merch.
The website looks like it was made. So the
The
website.
only thing that could be wrong with this is
The website looks like it was made in 1999. Have you guys ever been on the original Space Jam website?
that is what it
Very
looks like.
similar.
The only issue that could arise, this is not official, not by DreamWorks. They could get sued and shut down by DreamWorks.
Do you reckon?
Yes.
It's a festival of love and life. What's to hate on?
I don't know.
It's a bunch of people. Like, keep watching the video, man. It's just a bunch of people loving Shrek. There's an onion.
All right, so we have the roar contest here.
donkey.
Rules are
Raw
one
contest.
roar.
So that's people doing their best Shrek roar. You know the scene?
I love that there is only one child.
All right, well, let's
There.
do it. I'll go first. What are you doing in my swamp?
It was pretty good.
Thanks. Sorry about your ears. I didn't give you guys any warning. I was wearing like a...
I have so many neighbours listening to all of
Yeah.
this.
We're recording this in the middle of the day.
I don't know if you guys know this, but behind these curtains is just tin wall. It's not soundproof at all, and Luke's just screaming Shrek quotes.
Hey, serve some right for being in my swamp. All right.
Connect to the child that's still in them. I mean, I was a grown adult when
Is this
Shrek
what we're
came
going to
out.
do for
I
the
love
rest?
it.
Just watch the Shrek, the official Shrek
Yeah, here's
video?
the onion eating contest.
Okay.
Wait! All right, we gotta go double or nothing, I guess!
Dude, it goes off. It's like a party. Live music. Onion eating.
Are women not allowed? Because there's none.
Hey, man. How many chicks do you think want to go to Shrek Fest?
I think there's a gender there's a gender Shrek gap.
Yeah, there is.
Close that. Stop playing. You're blasting their
Huh? People want to know more about Shrek Fest.
Okay.
Guys, go watch the video for yourself. Just look up Shrek Fest 2018 if you want to get a full experience. So, yeah, back to the goal.
Just write it down.
Do you reckon that's a good goal?
Yeah, so go to Shrek Fest with a bonus goal.
Yeah.
Be official featured acts at Shrek Fest
Okay.
in some capacity, even if it's just ambassadors of the event.
Long term.
Yeah.
Official. Okay, so, all right, Shrek Fest 2021.
Actually, 1 second. Don't write it. Don't write that yet.
Don't write it. I've already started writing it.
Write it out.
Oh,
Write it in green.
Write it in green.
Write it in green.
Shrek Fest 2021.
Needs to be a green goal. Much better. So,
Well, there we go. We've set
to,
goals.
to all of our blind listeners, green is the colour that Shrek is.
Yeah.
But you would know that if you were reading the subtitles of Shrek.
Well, they would know that because they would have seen Shrek before if they're blind. Because that's
Really?
your logic. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
People who are blind can see.
No, I was under the assumption that people who are blind could only read and see nothing
Yeah,
else.
right. Shrek Fest
Yeah.
2021. And then
That's a very long-term goal.
bonus featured acts.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
great.
That would
Jeez,
be the
we
pinnacle.
better be really careful with that whiteboard for 3 years.
Yeah, no one touch it. There you go, guys. We'll keep the goals sitting there for the rest of the podcast, so you guys can just do some revision if someone asks you like what was.
And if
Luke
you have any
Lewis's
other goals as well, just give us a comment on YouTube.
Yeah, and also
or-
if you want to contribute to the show, maybe
Yeah.
there's something you've already wanted to tell us. lukeandlewis5@gmail.com.
yes,
we
and
still
why
have
is
that
it Luke and Lewis 5?
because Luke and Lewis was already taken.
Yeah, that email was already taken.
Which brings us to another thing.
Yeah, it brings us to another thing.
It's a
Luke.
sad thing.
It's a very sad thing. So, as you guys know, we had we have had a website called lukeandlewis.com. Every show needs a website.
We didn't really
with your name
really
on it.
post ever on it.
Doesn't matter.
We did have it for a
we
year, though.
definitely had a website, and we definitely thought we're going to need a website because eventually we might do live shows. We might want to sell merch. It's very, very important to have a website. One of the most important things when it comes to branding. So I thought, let's get a website. And you said, I'll do it. And I went, oh, that's great.
Did I?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. 100%. You were like, I'll do it. And I said, are you sure? Because I can do it. And you said, no. I'll get the website. And I said, just make sure that you keep the website, because if you lose the website and someone else buys the website, it becomes their website and we don't get it back.
Yeah.
And you said, yeah, no worries.
Did I?
I'll make sure. We had this conversation. You said, no worries. I'll make sure that I maintain ownership of lukeandlewis.com. Now, Luke.
And I did that for 2 years.
What happens when you type in lukeandlewis.com? Does it take it to our website?
It does take you to lukeandlewis.com.
Okay. What's on lukeandlewis.com?
A person who watches, I think you, because it's very you-centric, the website.
One of my
one
fans.
of your fans
Yep.
has bought the website
Right.
domain name.
Yep.
And put it this way, if you have epilepsy, do not go to lukeandlewis.com. It is flashing lights.
Yep.
There's pictures of you. What does it say? Exactly.
It says.
Go there now.
It says something along the lines of, I'm not giving this website back.
Yes, lukeandlewis.com.
We're not kidding.
It
If
says-
you have epilepsy, don't go on it.
It's Lewis. It says Lewis Spears is a god, so that's incorrect. You're
Don't
a
like
human.
that.
By the way, if you want the domain and can prove you're not some corporate shill messaging me through a sketchy as shit corporate website, prove to me that you are not some corporation.
Don't send it to
shill.
Discord.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happened was, initially the website just said Lewis is a god. And then I tracked it down, and then I couldn't find out who owned it, because not only have they purchased our website, Luke, they've also paid extra to make sure their name and all their contact information stays private.
Can I say,
Yeah.
this person
Yeah.
has never had sexual intercourse. Look at the
Hang on,
website.
don't be too mean, because this person has our website and we would like it back. But I also don't think this person has ever touched a woman.
But I don't think we should negotiate. Like, don't want to call him a
I'm
terrorist.
not negotiating. I'm just saying,
but let's not
if you send it back, we'll take it.
Yeah, but also because we're not meeting any demands.
No.
No, let's put it this way. Now, currently,
Because here's the thing.
We have a
Let me tell
backup.
you don't know this. So I paid a service to contact and track down the guy. $400.
do you pay $400?
Yes, I did. But that's all right, because they said if we don't get the website back, you get your money back. I'm like,
Okay.
sweet, that's great. So I got this service to go to the guy and offer him $400.
Yeah.
They came back to me and said he wants $10,000.
They want $10,000.
$10,000. And I said, well, I'm obviously not paying $10,000.
Do they think that could buy them something nice, and then eventually someone would want to
Hold their hand.
touch them?
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
make eye contact with
Yeah.
them. Anyway, I don't know what they want, right? Anyway, so I said, well, no, I'm not getting $10,000, whatever. Can I have my $400 back? And then the service said, no worries. You get your money back as store credit for our services in the future. So I lost $400 trying to get our website back.
But in the future, if we ever need to get a website back, woohoo,
Yeah.
$400 in credit.
But we're not going to need that service, because from now on, forever and always, I'm in charge of getting our website domains, because you blew it.
And I'm very happy with that, because that means no work for me. I'm not out of pocket $400, and you have to do it all. So you know what? Fine. I concede.
Oh, fine. Okay,
What a relief.
Anyway, we don't have lukeandlewis.com anymore.
But we do have.
We do
Hang on,
have.
Do we want to say it? We definitely do have. No one can buy this, yeah? I don't want to say it and then someone else buy it.
No, I bought it.
Okay, we do have the second backup one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
We do own.
I just don't want to be extorted again.
Don't try and get our websites. They're mine.
Yeah.
Okay. We have Luke and Lewis LukeandLewis5.com.
Just like the email.
Which is now, when you think about it, more on brand than lukeandlewis.com anyway. Who needs that old website? Well, you've got lukeandlewis5.com.
Yep.
So,
I will admit it is confusing for new people.
slightly confusing.
You know, like we were about to talk about our new merch.
Yeah.
And now people will have to go to Luke and Lewis 5 to get the
.com.
new merch.
Yeah.
Which is annoying
Very
because I
annoying.
feel like a lot of people go, oh, Luke and Lewis, I would love to support their show because I'm a loyal listener and, you know, I've got $30 plus I love T-shirts and
Who
I love
doesn't love
stickers.
T-shirts?
And they'll be like, oh, sweet, I would love to that.
LukeandLewis.com, and then if they have epilepsy, they'll just start having a seizure.
Yeah, exactly. And then almost people would just be like, no, they're right. Never touched a woman. You know.
So what we're doing,
Or a man.
LukeandLewis5.com has T-shirts, stickers available, and we're using that money to not only pay for all of this,
If you didn't
but
hear at the
also
start-
raise $10,000 to get our URL back.
No, we're going to put it towards Shrekfest 2021. We're absolutely not giving them $10,000.
No.
Like, Luke and Lewis 5 is fine.
Yeah,
And I think
that's fine.
And I think in the meantime, it's fine as a temporary website. And if that becomes permanent, then that'll just always be a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
So lukeandlewis5.com, we're actually selling T-shirts and merch because
We're not kidding about the merch.
Yeah, it is real, and because we've spent a lot of money on this set because we wanted to make this show as good as it could be from the start. We've bought an amazing new camera. We've got
That's why we look so good.
yeah, we've
You know.
got better microphones than the radio ever had, and
It's also my training.
we've
as
got
well.
we had to buy
Well, look
Radio
here.
Mic 2.0.
Not cheap.
Not
We Probably
cheap.
should have just hired Radio Mike.
Yeah, but can he do this?
Hopefully not, because that sucks.
And we've got a sign in the curtains and all that. So lukeandlewis5.com if you want to get T-shirts and merch. We got stickers. We got Luke and Lewis are back stickers.
Yeah.
They're two separate stickers, so you can put it on the front.
Well, here's
the
how
back,
the
or
stickers
something.
work. It says Luke and Lewis on one sticker,
Yeah.
and then are back on the second sticker. So if you have an object, say a locker door or like a book or something, you put
Yeah.
Luke and Lewis on the front, and then you put are back on the back. I do not want to see any of the are back stickers on the front of something.
Never. They should never be on the same side. They always got to be like this on the opposite
whatever
sides.
you're putting your Luke and Lewis sticker on,
Make
even
sure
if
it's
it's something you're
double-sided.
putting it on the floor, like
My phone's
what's
ringing.
happening?
Oh, my phone's connected to this for some reason.
No, my phone is.
Oh, is that yours? Oh, turn it on airplane mode.
Oh, Mike's calling us. Oh, definitely not picking that up.
It's still ringing.
It's not connected anymore.
I think it was connected to the Bluetooth. Ah. Okay.
Now he's going to watch this back and be like, "Oh, great! I see how it is."
So yeah, we've got Luke and Lewis merch, and the T-shirt as well is a limited edition Founders Only T-shirt. So it's the Founders edition.
Yeah.
of-
Who?
What?
Why? Why
don't like-
found it? Well, you wanted to do that.
I wanted Founders was
Yeah.
my idea because I thought, you know what, this is a limited time only. You can only get the Founders merch for the next 4 weeks. What did
But-
we decide?
3 weeks.
3 weeks you can
Yeah.
only get Founders merch for, and after
We need
that
to make
it will
it seem more
never
exclusive.
never be made again because
Yeah.
we wanted all of the day one people to have access to
Well,
the exclusive
funny
merch.
you say
all
day
of the
one.
Founders. No, sorry, not
I
all
wanted
of the Founders.
I wanted to do day one merch, so it says
But
like
that's-
Luke and Lewis. Then it's like I'm a day one. I was here day one, like first episode.
no, but that doesn't make sense.
Day
You
one
can't-
merch.
You can't be a day oneer, but you can be a founder, and that's why the founder
But
works
we
better.
founded it. They didn't buy. They didn't contribute to this $680. Did
Yeah,
they?
that's what I mean. If they buy a T-shirt, the money goes into the pot to get us out of the
But
hole. they're
founder
in.
makes
They're-
it sound like this is a new country, like the founding fathers of America.
Well, yeah.
Not George Washington.
Well, I mean, we're going to invade Shrekfest.
True.
That's pretty country-like, don't
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah. Should we do it with bayonets and guns? I think we
Perhaps.
should. It's the festival of love and life. I think we
Yeah.
should take a more peaceful approach.
Don't really
You
want
know.
to colonize Shrekfest.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we got all the people at Shrekfest
We should come
and
in
just
on
made them slaves?
on a white horse on Radio Mike because he looks like human Shrek. Should come in with holding out for a hero playing in the background.
That would be good.
Yeah, we should come in on a giant gingerbread man. That's the only way to invade Shrekfest.
So if you want to get a Founders T-shirt, this is the only time you can get them. They're only
Yeah.
available for the 3 weeks at lukeandlewis5.com.
Yeah.
The number 5, not
And-
F-I-V-E.
And I would really I would love it if you guys went and got a Founder T-shirt, but I just want you to know
Me.
how. Yes, you.
Yeah.
Not the listener.
Guys, don't listen. Can you just turn it down?
No, I
Turn
want
it
them
down
to
for
hear
us.
this.
Hang on, no, I'll just turn your mic off and you just tell me now. and then they can't listen.
I'm not going to do that because they need to hear it.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well, then
important.
why did you say this is only for
I'm
me?
telling this
Should you
to-
just let them know that they can
No,
listen
no.
again? You might need to sign it because they've all turned their volume off.
Lewis, you don't know how to sign.
Hey.
He just gave them the finger.
What do you mean? No, I told them to turn their volume up. Do you speak?
Lewis.
Are you fluent in Auslan?
I don't even know what I was going to say.
Yeah, you wouldn't know because you don't speak it.
No, I forgot what I was going to tell you.
Oh, really?
Okay, I think I was going to say, I do want people to go buy the new merch
Yeah.
because we spent a lot of money on this and, you know, it's cool that you're a founder, but I want you to know
Me.
and I want people to hear this. Yeah.
Okay, so you made
Lewis,
you need to know and they can listen
yes,
to it. Okay.
like that's how podcast works.
Okay.
Lewis, I want you to know
Yeah.
that day one merch
Yeah.
would have flown off the shelves a lot quicker
No,
than this founder merch.
No, founders merch is definitely better. And I resent you bringing this up while we're trying to sell the
No,
founders,
I'm still saying
because
go-
there will never be day one
no.
merch. So don't wait. There
Hang on.
will not be day one.
Go
merch.
buy the founder merch. Great.
Yeah.
But just so you know,
And they
we
can
would have made a
listen.
lot more money.
Yeah.
And this is not about making money. It's
Yeah.
about cool merch. It's about barely trying to pay back
Okay.
the sign and
Yeah.
stuff. It's not about that. It's
Yeah.
about really covering our enormous losses.
So you
know.
think that we would have made more money with day one?
Oh, I think we could have probably made so much money that we buy a new studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just want.
We could have rented a steam cleaner, but now we're doing this founder merch.
Well, I just want you to know.
Some
and
of the
you guys
money-
can listen, but I would like you to know, and you guys can hear this. And I'm going to sign this to you.
Are you sure you
while
don't
I-
want me to turn your microphone
No,
down?
no. Turn. Yeah, my microphone. No. I want you. Okay, I want you to know that, however much more money we would have made with day ones, if that did happen, which it would not have.
would have.
But if it did happen in an alternate reality where
don't think
wrong
so.
things are good, however much more money that would have made, we still would not have made more than how much money I spent trying to get our fucking website back. So I would like you to know that. And you guys can hear that too.
Founder sucks. Go buy it.
LucaLewis5.com. Grab your merch. It's only available for 3 weeks.
Grab your founders merch. No, okay. It's good merch. The logo's cool.
Yeah, the logo's cool, and they're high. It's high quality stuff, and there's stickers too.
Definitely go buy a sticker. Luke Kidgel fully endorses Luke and Lewis are back stickers.
Yeah,
and I
we did fight over the t-shirt for weeks.
25% endorse founders merch.
25%.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So
a quarter of me is like,
So really, you're only in the founders merch for the money.
oh,
and-
100%. This is for me. Like I know you're passionate about the idea of like I think
it looks
You're like
cool.
I think it's cool, and I think
Founder.
people will feel a part of it. This
Yeah.
for me. This is a cash grab.
Okay.
For me,
Yeah.
not for the show.
Right.
Not for the show. We're not doing it for money.
Okay.
For me personally,
Luke Kidgel.
I spent a lot of money on this sign, so
No, we spent a lot of money.
you
on
still
this
haven't
sign.
paid me. Actually, I still haven't paid.
You haven't paid the sign
company.
woman. So you keep complaining about how expensive this was, but in reality, she hasn't invoiced you for it.
No.
And you are considering not reminding her because I see it in your face.
Don't say it on the podcast.
Hey, invoice Luke or you'll never get paid.
Why would I send?
I don't know why I'm assuming the sign woman is listening.
Yeah. No, she said she might go check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Invoice Luke.
Yeah. She was like, what are you doing again? I was like, oh, a podcast. She's like, is that on the internet? And I was like,
She's
yeah.
not listening.
I told her that we quit radio and she couldn't fathom why.
Because instead of getting paid next to no money
Yeah.
to do radio,
Yeah.
we would like to get paid no money and then spend heaps to do
Yeah.
a podcast.
Yeah.
And that's why you need you guys to buy Founders merch.
It's a cash grab.
But look, I'm passionate about the project and I think it's great. And Keelan agrees.
What do you think's better, Killen? Founders merch or if it said day one? Like, how cool would it be if it said day one?
I actually disagree with Lewis. I think day one merch would have been really cool.
I told you. No, turn him back up. And that's the end of the podcast. I win.
It's not because we have a message from Radio Mike. We do need to wrap up in a second, but we forgot about this. Radio Mike made us a message.
Maybe that's why he called me.
I guess so. I don't know. Anyway, so we... Oh, you don't want to listen to his message? Stay tuned for episode 2 when we play Radio... Okay.
We'll listen to it.
Oh, yeah, he'd be so
He put a lot of
angry.
effort into it. He'll be
so-
pretty annoyed.
Well, I don't know if he... Here's the thing. I don't know how much effort he put in because
Yeah.
he told both of us that we can't listen to it. Have you heard it?
No.
No. Okay, no one's heard this yet. But he told me that I need to say this is an idea he has for the show.
Okay.
So my hopes are low. Enjoy.
Wrong one.
That was... Sorry, Radio Mike 2.0 doesn't know what he's doing. This is the Radio Mike 1.0, the old version.
Yeah.
Hey, Luke and Lewis, Radio Mike here. Congratulations on the new podcast. So excited to hear how things go. I'm doing well. I'm just, doing my usual stuff, working on some other radio shows now that you guys aren't in radio anymore. But for your podcast, I thought I could maybe bring in a new segment each week, like just trial a new segment. One of the fan favourite segments on the radio show, of course, was Mike's Likes, my signature segment. But I thought maybe for the podcast, I thought I could do something like Mike's Hikes. So hear me out. Every week I'll go on a hike to somewhere, somewhere in Australia or international. I'll go on a hike. You guys send me out. I do a hike. Then I come back sometime with a review on how the hike went. Anyway, guys, that's going to be Mike's Hikes. Let me know what you think. See you later. Enjoy the podcast.
We should have ended it.
That's worse than Founders Merch.
Hey!
Swear to God, if Mike starts running his own merch line, Mike's Hikes.
You know what we should do? We should absolutely make him go on a hike and then just not
air
play it. Just make him go on a big hike.
Yeah. You know what is disappointing about that?
Take a hike. Hated that.
Hey, you know what's disappointing about that is
What?
Last night we did an escape room near you, Mike, and I was like, so have you got a message for us for the first podcast we can play? And he's like, oh yeah. And he goes, yep, I've got it. And he was so excited. He was so excited. He goes, yeah, I've got it. It's going to be great.
I thought he was going to make something. He clearly, listen to the wind noise,
Hey, Luke and Lewis, Radio Mike
clearly
here.
recorded outside while he walks down the street.
You can hear him.
Hey, Luke and Lewis, Radio Mike
He's
here.
probably in a thunderstorm right there. There's no respect. He's probably
just
on a hike,
did
already
it in,
hiking.
Did it in exactly how long that recording took. That's how much thought and effort he put into it. He just went bang, all right, good enough for their show.
Comment below if you want to see Mike's Hikes. We will ignore your comment. We don't care. But
I will mark it as spam.
Yep. Make sure you go buy the Founders merch. Only for cash.
LukeandLewis5.com.
Yep.
If you want to be a founder, they're only available for 3 weeks. We're not kidding about that. They'll never come back again. So if you have Founders merch, everyone will be like, man, you got your hands on Founders merch? I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
And they're a pre-order. So however many people get them, that's whoever gets them. And if it's 2, if it's 25,000, which is more likely because it's such a cool design.
It is a cool design. It's a cool T-shirt. I just don't
have any taste.
No, I don't like the concept like founder. I think it's a bit dorky.
Right.
It's kind of like you as a
T-shirt. So you would think that the founding fathers are dorky.
Yeah.
They made
Nerds.
America.
Yeah, dude, drawing up constitutions all day. Boring. have more fun. What nerds.
See, that attitude attitude is why slavery would not have been abolished. It's fun.
We should have freedom and speech. Oh, let's all have guns.
Is that all you know about
America?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they have Maccas.
All right, guys, that's the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys on Thursday with a brand new theme song that Luke chooses.
Also, tell every single person you know about Luke and Lewis because we're back.
We're back.
We're going to Shrekfest 2021. Start packing your bags, all right? Get your waffle makers ready. We're heading there.
We're on Instagram. We're on... Oh, actually, there is one last thing that I forgot that I need to tell you about, Luke.
Probably like Founders socks or something.
No, but that'll be added soon. So, Luke... Oh, Mike called me as well. It must have been urgent. Let's not call him back. So
he's probably on a hike. He's probably stranded somewhere.
Luke, as you know, we have... Luke and Lewis has all their own social media. We got YouTube... We got Instagram. We got Facebook.
And a Clips channel. So if you want to watch the show, if we get it, some of you are busy. You might not have time to consume the whole show every week. Yeah. So if you want to follow it and just
want the highlights.
Get the highlights, the best bits.
Luke and Lewis highlights. It'll be in the top comment of this podcast on YouTube, and just search Luke and Lewis highlights. Now, another very important social media platform, Vero, the future of social media. You need to...
We're done.
No, there's a big reason why you need to follow me on Vero. I know you didn't want Luke and Lewis on Vero, so it's just my account. Follow Lewis Spears on Vero. The reason why, and this really proves that it is the future of social media, 24 hours ago, I actually announced the Luke and Lewis show on Vero. And
no one saw it.
That's why it's the future of social media. I'll be making regular announcements that I don't post anywhere else.
It actually has zero engagement.
Yeah, Man, doesn't matter. 0 on Vero, you're a hero, okay? So if you want to find out about secret releases and everything like that, follow me on Vero. It's the future of social media. If you did follow me, you would have found out about this massive secret yesterday.
And, follow us on TikTok. We don't have a TikTok.
See you later. Luca Lewis, talk to you on
We don't
Thursday.
have a TikTok, by the way. And remember,
Founders merch, LucaLewis5.com.
Cash grab,
See you
LucaLewis5.
later. I'm passionate about it.